Hey, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about knots. Had one of my subscribers ask me what kind of knots that I use when I'm fishing. Now, being on a paddleboard, I use basically three kinds of knots. And one thing I find very important, they got to be simple to tie, quick and simple. So, first of all, especially when I'm fishing braid to my leader, I try a surgeon's knot. A surgeon's knot is really quite easy to tie. It's basically taking your leader line, take your braid, you put the two lines together and you bring them through, you make a loop, you bring it through a total of 4 times. Once you get your line through those 4 times, wet it down and tighten it. Super quick, super easy. There's other knots, the FJ knots, there's uni to uni knots. They all work great. This is the one I've used. It's the one I got confidence in. I've caught some big fish. So no right answer, no wrong answer. The thing is, find a knot that you can tie efficiently. Now, if you tie that knot, it doesn't look right, retie it, because you do want to make it right. Another knot that I like to tie, as far as I'm using lures, and I take my leader line to my lure, is a loop knot. My loop knot, first of all, take the line and make a loop through there. I bring my line, I bring it through my lure, and then I bring it back through the bottom of the hole, up, and I bring it twice around my main line, then I bring it back through, and then I tighten it up. Very important to make sure it's good and tight. And then after a dozen or so casts, always check to make sure that knot is good. If it's tied right, the clipped end of that line will be sticking straight out. So there's a lot of videos on how to exactly tie it. So this one will give you the basic idea. Now another knot that I like to tie is the improved clinch knot. It's probably the first fishing knot that I've learned. And it's times when you don't want that loop, you want a knot that's tight against that line. So easy to tie again. Bring your line, bring it through your lure or your hook or your swivel, and bring it around your line 7 times. Then bring it back to that little loop by the eye of your lure or whatever it may be. Then I bring it up and I bring it through again around. So you guys see how I did it on the video. If you want a more detailed thing, like I say, you can look it up. A lot of guys do some great videos on how to tie knots. I keep it to those 3. There may be knots that you like, you think are better. That's great. If you feel they're better, fish with them. That's the most important thing. I'm not saying mine are the best, but for me, quick, easy, and fast, these knots, that's pretty much all I fish with. It's not very often at all will I ever tie anything else. So if you're not familiar with them, try them, practice a few times. Tie those knots. There's nothing wrong with sitting there on a windy day, sit there and practice tying knots for a while till it comes, till it becomes habit. You want to make sure if you're out there, you get fish busting, your line gets cut off, you can retie quickly, even though you're very excited when there's fish busting around you. So that's my tip of the week. Guys, thank you very much. I'll have some action stuff for you next week. Thanks.